So we have to make sure that Jerusalem is going to be safe to continue on. When the massacre occurred a couple of weeks ago in Pittsburgh, one of the first people to text me after this happened was the lieutenant governor, and she said, "I'm sorry what happened, and what can we do to work for in the future to make sure these things don't happen again?" So I'm very glad that the lieutenant governor is here with us tonight. Last year we missed you, but you said to me, "I'll be here next year," and you kept your word. So I'd like to welcome the lieutenant governor to please come up and say a few words.
Good evening to everyone here. I'm so honored to be here with all of my colleagues in government. They have all been named multiple times, and most importantly, to be here with friends and parents and the students who are here. I love this tradition, and it's a very special tradition thanks to people like Rabbi Lieberman, who make sure that we come and all feel invited and included in this celebration. And while it's so important that we come together at our State House here in our capital city to light this menorah tonight, what warms my heart even more so is when I travel through the communities of this Commonwealth, into downtowns and main streets and neighborhoods, and I see the menorah so evident in so many places in Massachusetts. And it's a reminder to all of us that we live in a great place where tolerance and respect and civility are evident everywhere. But the opportunity is to use the presence of the menorah as a teaching moment. And I speak to that especially as a mother of two children who must understand who lives in this community. Why is this menorah lit for the next 7, 8 nights? Why is this important? It's a real opportunity for all of us to use that as a way to preach the values that we hold so dear. And it's an opportunity to just remind ourselves how we can act every single day, embracing the values of kindness and love and respect and civility every single day, and reject the things that hold us back, the things that hurt others, and bigotry and racism and discrimination and persecution. And while these moments at this time of year are so special and so warm, I must feel like you in that 8 days is great, but the feelings that we enjoy during these 8 days and during this holiday should be evident more so in all the days throughout the year. And so I come to this moment tonight to pray with you that there's more joy and civility and respect in 2019 in all of the days of the year, and that when we come here together next year at this time, we feel more joy in our Commonwealth and in the communities that she embodies. Bless you all, and thank you for having me once again.
Thank you for these pertinent words. And if more people would take after the Lieutenant Governor and impart these teachings to their children, the world would be a much different place. Before I call upon the Governor, who's going to be our last speaker, don't worry, and our keynote speaker that we've been waiting for, I'm going to let you know about this easel that we have over here from the Postal Service. As you know, many years, the Postal Service has always unveiled different stamps. And when it comes to the holiday season, for many years, everybody used to look forward to buying the Christmas stamps. When I was a young boy, I used to say to my father, why don't they have Hanukkah stamps? Well, in any event, we have representation here from the post office, and they're going to explain that to you. So come up to the podium.
You're up next, good evening, folks, and the United States Postal Service is honored to have been asked to participate in the annual lighting of the Hanukkah menorah on the grandstand case here at the Massachusetts State House. Thank you to the Speaker of the House, DeLeo, and Rabbi Lieberman for inviting us here this evening. The United States Postal Service and the Israeli Post jointly issued the Hanukkah stamp on October 16, 2018. The first day of issue ceremony was held inside America's oldest synagogue, the 254-year-old Touro Synagogue in Newport, Rhode Island. Hanukkah is a family-centered holiday with traditional foods, games, toys, and the 8 nights of the lighting of the menorah. The Hanukkah stamp artwork features a menorah created using the ancient Jewish folk art technique of paper cutting. Behind the menorah is the shape of an ancient oil jug that represents the heart of the Hanukkah miracle. Other design elements include cradles and a pomnite plant with fruit and flowers. Art director Ethel Kessler was the designer, and artist Tamar Fishman then created a pencil sketch and cut the 2-dimensional images onto white paper. She chose blue, purple, green papers for the background. The Hanukkah stamp is issued as a forever stamp and will always be equal to the cost of a first-class mail 1-ounce price. At this time, I would like to welcome Speaker of the House DeLeo, Rabbi Lieberman, Governor Baker, and Lieutenant Governor Polito to join me in unveiling this year's Hanukkah stamp. And in recognition of today's event, I'd like to give 2 pieces of recognition out. To the Speaker of the House, Robert DeLeo, annual lighting of the Hanukkah menorah, Massachusetts State House, grandstand case, December 3rd, 2018. None of us would be here this evening if it wasn't for this individual. So I'd like to present on behalf of the United States Postal Service to Rabbi Lieberman, annual lighting of the Hanukkah menorah, Massachusetts State House, grandstand case event, December 3rd, 2018. Thank you.
Thank you so much for giving me this replica of the stamp, and I hope everybody here goes out and buys this stamp so that they'll do it again year after year after year. And I think the exact same picture is on the stamp in Israel, am I right? So this will unite people all over the world for goodness and bring light to everybody. Thank you again for bringing this to us, and thank you, Post Office. Now I'd like to introduce to you our keynote speaker, the Governor of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. And following his speech, we're going to light the menorah, and then you're going to get refreshments. So everybody give a big welcome to the Governor of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts.
So I'm all that's standing between you, the lighting, and the food. So I'll try to limit this to about 45 minutes. Let me just